What's the difference between these drivers? We've got the Callaway Ai Smoke Triple Diamond, we've got the Callaway Ai Smoke Max, and the Callaway Ai Smoke Max D. I'm using all three drivers on the Denali 60 gram 6.5 shaft, just so we can isolate just the head differences. This is the Max. I'm going to kick things off here. I'm putting all three drivers on the -1 neutral setting. And all three drivers are 9 degrees to start with. I feel like the Max is the most forgiving and the most neutral of the three. I tend to hit a bit of an overdraw at the best of times. There are differences in the face technology between all three drivers. A little bit of balance. Ooh, that'll do nicely. Landing, bouncing, rolling. Nice. Now I've already hit a few shots to get a feel for these drivers. There is more difference between all three drivers than I thought. Behind each club face we've got variable thickness here that's generated by AI technology just to get the most out of each shot for each golfer that's going to hit these clubs. They've looked at where the strike location is for each golfer that's most likely to choose these golf clubs, and with the Max Draw, the thickness is in just the right place to be delivered in a certain way. With the Triple Diamond, the thickness again is in a specific location to suit that as a sort of golfer that uses this golf club. And the Triple Diamond is the driver that's in my golf bag. I do have a tendency to miss the ball on the high toe area, and I don't lose anything from that ball flight that I get from that strike, which is absolutely delightful. But I've only recently got the Max D in my hands. And there's been some reviews by the likes of My Golf Spy that have been showing the Max D as being quite a good driver for higher swing speeds in certain scenarios. Now I've gone on to the Max D, and now I'm going to put a swing that feels exactly the same, not exactly the same, but I'm going to put the same swing through the ball as I did with the other driver. And the ball just goes left. The club is designed to do that, in all fairness, but I do find it so much easier to turn the ball over. The standard lie angle is more upright, so we get more correction of the ball flight from there. If we go flatter, we get the ball flight going to the right. If we go more upright, we get the ball flight going to the left. A little bit of weight positioning in here as well to change the center of gravity, and then that club face designed to help the strike of the golfer that tends to go out to the right. But with the Max D, knowing that it's going to draw, for me, I'm not going to get anything leak out to the right. I might kind of like hit some draws, hit some straight ones, hit some leaky right ones now and then, but I'm generally about where I'm trying to go. If I know this is going to draw 99% of the time, I can basically aim at the trees on the right of every hole. So I set myself up slightly differently, and then I go through the ball, knowing that it's always working backwards. But for me, just a little bit too much. But it does what it says on the tin. It is a draw version driver, and it draws. Now, if I put something really heavy and really stiff in there, it might mitigate that draw a little bit, or try and get it on a flatter setting. Potentially the face could give me some benefits there that get balanced out by the shaft, but with the same shaft as the other heads, the thing goes left. For me. Neutral -1. Triple Diamond. Now, I hit some balls before recording, and the first shot I hit with the Triple Diamond was straight after the Max D, and it went straight right. Oh, okay. I've corrected it. That was a bit slappy in the high toe. That is my miss hit, that is my miss strike, and I've still got it going 329, which is nice. My miss hit suits the Triple Diamond beautifully. And I've done a lot of fittings with these drivers as well. And when I've done fittings with these drivers, over 10 people that come and try them out, 3 people out of those 10 get massive boosts in distance, ball speed, spin rate better, everything straight off the bat. The other ones, they will improve if their driver's in the wrong spec. If they've got the wrong loft, the wrong shaft, I can get them in a better loft, in a better shaft, and get more out of it. But there's a select few people that just get a massive gain from these club faces, is what I feel. So they're definitely worth hitting. They're not going to be for everyone, but go and give them a bash if you get the chance. Use this framework as a bit of a guide, but they are delightful. Now with the Triple Diamond, I'm going to be just a little bit more neutral in my aim. So I'm going to aim more down the middle. I'm not going to play for any shape. and then I kind of get it. Oh, yes, going like a train. Nice. Nice low spin. That was like 1650 backspin, which is too low on average, but when you get one launching high enough with that low spin, it lands and it runs. Oh, I didn't change the driver, you muppet. So I've left this on the Max D, and those last three shots, 328, 284, I dipped one left into the trees, 328 again. They're on the wrong one, so I need to ignore these ones, but I did hit some balls before. So on this test with the Max, my swing speed was 110, with the triple diamond 112. I was maybe a little bit warmed up. I hit my coldest swings with this first, but we're there or thereabouts. I'm hitting 3.7 up and 3.6 up, quite consistent to each other. Into out a bit more, into out a bit less. And then with the Max D, I'm a little bit more up on the ball. It is not including these last three shots, but I'm a bit more up on the ball and I'm way more into out. I guided myself over to the right to play for the draw, so relative to where the box is, my normal shot there, if I aim over there, I get more into out, so this is a little bit inflated. But we've got the groupings. The Max D is the red one, which is the biggest circle on the left. That is too much for me, but for lots of people that slice the ball and go out to the right-hand side, you will benefit from the Max D quite a lot. Not too dissimilar in numbers. We've got least carry on the Max D. It's turning over more, it's dipping more, it's just hitting that rough a little bit quicker, so it's not quite rolling out as much. Bit more out of the Max, which is the blue one, which is in the center of the group. So the center one there, and then the triple diamond, I'm just a little bit more right biased because we haven't quite got as much help to stop the slice with that. It's a bit more geared up for the fader. But spin, I'm looking for about 2000 in general. If I get a bit lower, then it can go a little bit further. But if I average out around here, then I'm in the safe zone. If I average at 1650, then I'm going to get below 1650 on some shots and it's going to dip. So my average here is very nice. I'm getting more out of the triple diamond just for the way that I dynamically swing into the ball. I'm coming up on it, I'm going into out on it. My bad strike is on the high toe, so I get more out of that driver. Someone who comes steep on the ball, down and across it and hits a bit of a squeezy, fadey thing, you're going to be looking more around that Max D, Max area to get more out of the golf ball and the club face. But interesting to see how different those three heads are. They are unique to each other. All those slicers out there are going to benefit from the Max D. Those that want a bit more forgiveness and help, you're looking at the Max. And if you tend to get too much draw, then the triple diamond is just going to hold that off a little bit. It's going to be lower spinning. It's surprisingly forgiving for a driver, so it's a smaller head, which in theory is less forgiving, but because the face is so good in my opinion and my testing, it holds up really well in terms of forgiveness. Those high toe slaps for me just maintain, they go where I want them to go. I've done them on the golf course a few times and I still get up where I'm trying to get to. But I hope you find that useful. Stay tuned and I'll see you on the next video.